Yo, what is up, guys? Welcome back to Pokemon Gaming. I'm your host, Extreme. Today I'm going to be talking about Pokemon Legends ZA, as well as doing episode 10 of our Pokemon Unbound playthrough at the same time. So hopefully you guys enjoy it. I'm not going to be commentating or narrating any of the playthrough today. I'm just going to be discussing what my thoughts are on Pokemon Legends ZA and hopefully where it goes. So just to let you guys know, catch up to speed a little bit, we did get to Fall Shore City, we did beat the third gym and claimed our third badge. And yes, we are continuing the story today. So let's have some fun. So, last we left off, we were battling the third gym. I decreased the difficulty so hopefully we could win, and that worked out. So, my thoughts on Pokemon Legends ZA. Pokemon Legends ZA was a total out of the blue title. No one expected it. No one was prepared for it. And I totally believe it was the right call on Pokemon's part. And I'm really glad they are listening to us as far as bringing back Megas and as well as making it take longer for us to get to the next game. I'm really pleased with that because now I can do some playthroughs I actually want to finish up. Now, my thoughts on all this. Mega Evolution. There's definitely going to be new Megas. There's gotta be. There's just no way there's not going to be new Megas. And the way I think about it, my hopes is Mega Flygon, Mega Luxray, Mega Infernape maybe. But I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself. Let's backtrack to let's backtrack to the teasers. So everyone thought we were going to be getting Pokemon Legends Johto or Pokemon Legends Unova, or Kiron I should say, or Black and White remake, or a Heart Gold Soul Silver remake. In hindsight, it actually makes sense that they didn't do that right now, because I think they're really trying to hold off on doing Black and White till the next Switch console drops, or Nintendo consoles drops, I should say. And I'm really, really excited about that. But the interesting part is the fact that the whole game, in case you guys didn't notice it, the whole game is taking place within the walls of Lumio City. Now, to discuss starters, back to the whole Unova, Johto teasers, I am seriously thinking the starter lineup is going to be Snivy from Unova, Feraligatr from Johto, and Fennekin from Kalos. And that would actually be a really amazing lineup to see, even if we don't get Greninja. I mean, Greninja's got enough love. Don't get me wrong, guys, Greninja's my favorite too. But it's just like, yeah. Battle Bond is already a form, some type of form of Mega Evolution. So, I don't think they're going to give us Froakie again as a starter. But then again, I could be wrong. But to backtrack a little bit more, think about it. So, the two most popular Pokemon out there as far as starters right now are Greninja as well as Charizard. Charizard's already gotten 2 Mega Evolutions, so we're not going to see him in this game either, as far as a starter choice or a new Mega Evolution choice. Now, what I'm seriously hoping for is they give all the starters new evolutions or new megas or new forms, whatever the case may be. But we'll have to see that in more detail later. Now, a couple of things. One, someone already brought up this theory. It's not mine. I forget which YouTuber it was, but they think there's going to be time travel involved, which would actually kind of make sense, because if you look at the development plans for Lumio City, within the two blueprints that they showed, one looked more futuristic and detailed, and the other looked more urban, like they were just starting it. Now, that's a crazy thing to think about. That's really a crazy thing to think about. Because with the announcement of Pokemon Legends ZA, it's going to be finishing up the story of Kalos. And it's like, that's something everybody's been wanting for years. Like 10 years now. And I'm really, really excited that we're going to be finishing that up finally. Is anyone else excited? You can let me know in the comments below. Now, the other theory, shoutouts to T-Tar for coming up with this idea, is that there's a second set of legendary trio within Kalos. So, ignoring Zygarde, Yveltal, and Xerneas, there's another trio in the region. Now, what I think happened is, if this game is taking place about 200 years ago, when Heath discovered Terapagos, per se, I think what happened was back 200 years ago, before Lumio City was made. I think when the war happened, I think that there were two groups of legendary Pokemon, Zygarde, Yveltal, and Xerneas, and the three Pokemon we're going to name the Chaos Trio at this time, because we don't know their names, we don't know anything about them, we don't know if they're actually real. But if you think about it, this idea actually makes a lot of sense. So, what I think, and the rest of this is kind of my theories on this, so I think the legendary trio that were not Xerneas, Yveltal, and Zygarde made the Paradox Pokemon. They made the Paradox Pokemon. And that's why Heath was able to find them, because this trio made Terapagos and the Paradox Pokemon to kind of give us a little bit more story and background to what happened in Kalos. Because if you remember in X, Y, and Z, aka Zygarde here, so if you remember back in X and Y, towards the very end of the game, they mentioned a war happened between Mega Pokemon and another army of Pokemon from a different region. Now, sorry if I'm stuttering, my nose is very stuffed at the moment, but if you think about it, it would actually make total sense. Because if you take the Mega Pokemon and put them in a war with the Paradox Pokemon that caused AZ to create his ultimate weapon, it all makes sense. Now, here's a theory that kind of cracks Mega Evolution and Primal Reversion as a whole. So, I think before there were Mega Stones and Keystones and Mega evolutions as a whole, I think that during the war, Zygarde, Yveltal, and Xerneas used their energy to seal these 3 Chaos Pokemon away. Now, just follow me for a minute. Zygarde used about half of his power to seal away these Pokemon. But he had to use the Mega Energy from Yveltal and Xerneas to do it. Now, keep in mind, I think Yveltal and Xerneas had their Mega forms of their own. Now, is it necessarily Mega? I'd say no, because I think these were their true forms before they went into a state of slumber. And when they finally won the war and went into the state of slumber, Zygarde used his own energy to disperse the Mega Energy from Yveltal and Xerneas, which transformed the regular Pokemon into Mega Pokemon. So that way we wouldn't have to deal with that again. So he dispersed the energy as Mega Stones and Keystones, hoping they would never be used again. But using that energy could revive the Chaos 3. Oh, that's a cool name, the Chaos 3. So, here's my thoughts on this. So, if, let's say Lysander so let's say the Chaos 3 started the war, but Zygarde had to stop the Chaos 3 from destroying the ecosystem with their Paradox Pokemon. The only reason why Zygarde hasn't dealt with the Paradox Pokemon in frickin' Paldea is because they're confined. They're not destroying the ecosystem at the moment. They haven't caused an economical imbalance, which would actually make perfect sense why he's not bothering with them right now. And if you think about it, when Lysander tried to revive and use the energy of Xerneas and Yveltal, I don't think he realized that these two had their own power stolen from them and dispersed as Megastones. Now, if someone were to figure that out in the future after the war happened, then the Chaos 3 could very well be revived and start another war. And if that doesn't confirm it for you, think about this. So, Zygarde didn't do anything. He doesn't do anything except sit in that cave at the end of X and Y. There's no backstory, there's no lore, there's no nothing. Literally, all that's known about Zygarde is a few things, a few small details. One, he's made of multiple cells. Two, he's known as the Order Pokemon, and he's supposed to stop anything that would destroy the environment. But he probably couldn't do it alone, so that's why he needed the Mega Energy from Yveltal and Xerneas. And when those two started getting around other Pokemon, it caused them to have the unnatural evolution known as Mega Evolution. Now, if you think about this, Primal Reversion is different from Mega Evolution. And so is Battle Bond. Battle Bond is a type of evolution that works like Mega Evolution because it causes the Pokemon to grow stronger. The only Pokemon we've known to have this ability is Greninja. And the only way that works is if it has a strong bond with this trainer. Almost like they're in sync, aka Mega Evolution. Primal Reversion is different because primal reversion is the power of a slumbering Pokemon whose energy was taken and sealed away, aka Groudon and Kyogre. Those were their true forms, much like Xerneas and Yveltal. When they were woken from their slumber, they took on a newer form, the forms that we know today, that weren't their true forms back when they had the power of Mega Evolution. AKA, again, might be getting another primal version here with Xerneas and Yveltal. Kind of crazy to think about that. I know, but if you bring all the Megastones back together, it could very well cause Xerneas and Yveltal to change back into their main forms, their true forms. As well as that, if this were true and they started getting around other Pokemon, it could cause more unnatural evolutions again, which means we would get more Megas. Now, when knowing that Zygarde is the main Pokemon, the cover Pokemon of this game. Now, not naturally, but semi-naturally, they're going to get a new form. New form. Almost guaranteed. So, and the reason why I think about it this way is because we had Heart Gold, Soul Silver. No new forms. We had Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire. New forms. Primal Reversion and Mega Evolution. Then we had Diamond and Pearl remakes. Just straight cover-to-cover remakes. Except for the Pokemon Underground. Now, don't get me wrong, guys. I know some of you guys loved it, but I absolutely hated it. It's like, if I was going to play Pokemon Diamond and Pearl again, I would have just done it on my DS here, like I'm doing with Pokemon Unbound. Because the level scaling and the difficulty were even throughout the game, and it was a lot more fun, even though the graphics weren't as good. But if you play through Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl with the intention of having a fun, fresh, exciting experience with Sinnoh, you're going to be disappointed. Because that was my take on BDSP, and it disappointed me to no avail. Because I was expecting new forms of Dialga and Palkia. I was expecting, I was expecting a lot of things. I was expecting good level scaling, good gameplay, and maybe a little bit of change to the story here and there. Maybe a little bit more lore behind the other legends within the game. And how Dialga, Palkia, and Giratina are all tied in together. But anyway, I'm getting a little off topic here. But anyway, moving on. So, yeah, those are my thoughts on Pokemon Legends ZA. Now, one more theory I want to leave you guys with, and this is a theory another YouTuber came up with. I can't remember his name either. But what ended up happening was someone mentioned time travel, which was a key point in Celebi's design. Celebi's powers. Celebi could time travel. But what if Zygarde had a different form or a Mega Evolution? What if the combined power of Yveltal and Xerneas together made Zygarde into something completely unstoppable and gained the power to time travel? So if you look at the two blueprints, one looked futuristic and one looked like past. So maybe we could time travel in that game. So I'm really excited to see what theories come out of this. I want to hear what you guys have in mind. What are your thoughts on this? And how would time travel work in this game? Because time seems to be a very big theme with Pokemon right now, in case you haven't noticed. And I'm really excited to see maybe some past forms of like starters of like superior Feraligatr, other Pokemon, or futuristic Pokemon that we haven't seen yet. Could open the door for new Paradox Pokemon as well. So it could leave the door open for a Paradox Greninja or a Paradox Charizard as well, which haven't gotten any love from the Paradox teams yet. So I'm very pleased with these titles. I'm very excited about it. And I'm really glad they're listening to the fact that they were releasing games far too quickly, and they're releasing it simultaneously in 2025. So I'm super hyped. I hope you guys are too. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. If you guys want more content such as this, or any other types of playthroughs or whatnot, or games, please go ahead and do me a favor, subscribe. And yeah, let me know what you guys want me to play, because I'm going to be doing a playthrough of every single Pokemon game ever made. And with the announcement of Pokemon Z, I'm going to save Pokemon X and Y Pokemon Y for last. Let's see. This area is sealed off to anyone who isn't a member of the Shadows. Okay. So the Shadow Gang took it over, that area. I'm not sure what to do at this point. Let's see. Look around to all of town and find a way onto Route 9. Okay. Think I can get to Route 9 with hitting this way. Oh, we can't even get through this way. But yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying the content so far. And yeah. It's like, I was shocked when I heard Megas were coming back. I never thought I'd see the day Megas would come back. I don't want to rate names right now. I think we're just going to explore the town and end off the episode after we figure out what this is. Could this be a way to Route 9? Underground Pass. Wonder what this guy does. You can find so much cool stuff in the most random places. Take this great ball. I found it. Oh, cool. Okay, so now we're finally getting over to Route 9. They literally built this passageway. Dang. That's too much love, Grandma. What? How'd you get past our barrier? I forgot to heal. Oh well. At least we know the way now. Uh-oh. Yeah, well, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one.